Welcome, race fans. Tonight's Cyber Racing starting their brand new season here, opening up tonight here with the K&N cars at Talladega for 100 lap. Technically only 90, but if need be, if the caution comes out on lap 90 or thereabouts, they will have enough laps there for 2 green-white checkers and to finish this, to try to get it in under green. So the results may be a little messed up after that, but we'll throw that out there. Anyhow, 50% fuel. They do have one reset, so they will have to make sure that they do keep them cars in pretty pristine order here tonight for this race. So it's going to be an interesting one. I love these cars, and they are pretty interesting. Let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Homes Now, and we will play their little promo video here, commercial, and we'll be right back. All right, thanks to Homes Now being on board as an official sponsor here this season. And folks, you can look them up. The description is in the, the link to the website is in the description there. You can look them up if you feel like donating to them. They do provide housing for the homeless. So it's a very, very good thing. Homeless veterans and very good thing. So if you want to donate, the link is in the description right there to go click and dig deep in them pockets, folks, and make a generous donation. It is for a good cause. Okay, we got coming down to 4.5 minutes left in practice here. Then we'll be on to qualifying. Now they did make a mistake here, and they are having open qualifying tonight. Wasn't supposed to be that way, but they are having it. So we'll see the guys all out here together qualifying. All right, drivers meeting underway here, folks. They will be right back in momentarily, so don't go anywhere. They will a little bit of a heads up here for all the drivers, kind of going over the rules, and they got some new drivers out there, and so they want to kind of go over the rules with everybody, make sure everybody's on the same page. It doesn't appear that they're going to get back out here before practice is over. So they're finishing up the drivers' meeting now. Thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up video on the video. Man, I'm like all tongue-tied tonight. I don't know what's going on. Hit that thumbs up on the video, and if it's your first time here on MaxSpeedTV, please do subscribe. You can check out our full schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com. Also, follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. We do broadcast every single night of the week. We are up here on YouTube. Actually, 2 broadcasts going. Charles has his and mine, so 2 broadcasts every single night. All right, well, that looks like that's going to wrap up practice here, folks. Next up is qualifying. We're going to step away real quick and play our national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying underway.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we are back, waiting for first times to come in here. A couple of heavy blinkers going on out there. Taking the pole for right now. That's apt to change because with these guys out here for 5 minutes, we're going to see a lot more top speeds out there. The spin for 3 was blinking like crazy there. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, blinking really bad. That's a heck of a pack of cars right there. We've got about 30 plus cars out here tonight, folks. So tell me this is going to be a wild race out here tonight, man. This is going to be pretty wild. See, it took me back to, there we go. And more cars off of the track. The bumper hook is really bad in these cars. The front end of them do not line up with the car ahead of you. So the pushing here, actually only want to be doing it on the straightaways. You do not want to push in the turns. So these guys know it. They are running 50% fuel, one quick reset. The 50% fuel probably equates out to a roughly around 20 to 25 laps. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I couldn't get an answer out of anybody to really give me an accurate number. It's kind of hard for them to judge too, unless they've actually went out and ran a full fuel run. But oh boy, oh, there's a bunch of them getting hooked. Oh boy. Guys coming into pit road practicing their pit stops. That's very crucial, especially at a big track like this, Talladega, making sure that you do get in and off your pit road, you know, in a very, very timely manner to hold on to that. So, all right, well, that's going to wrap up qualifying, and Anderson's going to take the pole. We'll get everybody lined up here in just a minute. They usually do allow just a few. Oh, there is a few more seconds. I'm sorry. They do add that on there. And we do have there's a problem with a couple of cars out here. I don't know if it's a trading paints problem or what, but I do have one or two cars out here that all they're showing up as is a white car. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's not anything on my end. It's Earl Arts right there. His car, I have not been able to get that car to come through at all. I've shut trading paints off, restarted it. I've tried everything that I know of to make it show up, but we're going to try that one more time because they're going to be gridding up here in just a minute, so we'll try it one more time. So you'll probably see a lot of the cars go white here. We'll see if it does show up now. Okay, qualifying is over now. All right, well, let's get down here on the grid, see where everybody is officially starting. David Anderson taking the pole with a 47.497. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Raymond Wright-Knorr will start second on the outside. Justin Levine in third. Sawyer Ott starting fourth. Zachary Hale fifth. Bobby Tinch, last season's champion, winning last season. He will start sixth place. Lance Marsh seventh. Scott Sanderson in eighth place. Marty Ray ninth. Rick Sybrands, he will start in 10th. Matthew Welzenbach will start 11th. Mark Jorgensen Jr. in 12th. Chris Ackers will start 13th. Daniel Holloway in 14th. Daniel Harrington starting 15th. Gregory Thompson 16th. Rodney Wooford 17th. Dana Osborne 18th. Paul Servant 19th. Dwayne Cooper starting back in 20th place. Gary Champion 21st. Aaron Cummings, brand new to the league here tonight. There is a few other new ones too. He will be starting in 22nd. That is my son, just in case anybody wants to know or cares. Earl Arts Jr. will start 23rd. Jim Peterson in 24th. Eric Kanakas, I believe it is. He will start 25th. Jeff Yastrzemski will start 26th. Tom Labar 27th. Artie Peterson Jr. in 28th, Chip Disharoon in 29th, Travis Stewart 30th, and Roger Stewart starting 31st. Those two did not take time, the only two. Nice size field, though. All right, we're rolling out. "31 drivers. Well, Talladega Speedway. What more can I say about Talladega? 2.66 miles, the longest super speedway on the circuit, and some of the highest speeds that you'll see, especially in this car right here. These cars, they are fast, but this will really kick them up a notch here in speed. So it looks like we may have somebody that did not start the race there. Chip Disharoon may not have started the race. I'll see. He might be starting on pit road. You never know. He might have just missed the grid. Big field. Who can survive? We know if we know the big one's going to happen. We just don't know when. So they all are aware of that out there. They are aware of the bumper hook. So things just to kind of keep an eye out for. Hey, Brandon, Crystal, James, how you all doing tonight? Glad y'all could join us here for another broadcast on MaxSpeedTV. Really good to have fans. I know these guys enjoy it too. I'm still working on trying to get them up on the portal for Saturday nights. Working on that. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right, coming to the line here. Pace car heads in. David Anderson ready to kick them off. Long ways around that tri-oval before they get the green flag.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green. Takes a little bit to get these babies up to speed. Earl Art's car is still not coming through. It's still a white car. Oh, somebody way off the pace there. That looks like Scott. No, wasn't him. Somebody going to the back. Kanakis. Uh-oh, there's a wreck. We got a wreck.
Caution somewhere, caution.
Let's go see. Boy, a wreck already. This is not good. Cybrand's into it. Well, let's go see what happened. Wow, already, folks. This is not a good sign. That's Talladega for you, though. Riding along here with Cybrand's. He's riding on the bumper there. A little checkup. And boy, that's going to punt a couple. One of them got right out of the field. Oh my, yes. Well, that's what happens already, boy. I'll tell you what. It looks like the 35. If I can catch up to him, Sawyer Ott. He gets collected into that. The 29 there, Matthew Welzenbach. I'm sorry. So we're going to have a lot of damaged cars already, folks. And they're going to have to dig the old one out of the hauler there and bring out the backup car. Wow, not what you want to see on the first lap of the race, I can tell you. Yeah, not what you want to see. And really don't know what the cause of it was, whether somebody was just being a little impatient or that bumper hook. We know it was the bumper hook, but whether somebody just tapped somebody the wrong way, you got to be perfectly lined up with them. And if you're not, boy, you want to definitely lift off that gas. You don't want to get into them. I still don't know why Earl Art's car is not showing up. I've restarted trading paints many times and it just will not show up. I don't know. Raymond Reitnor, takes over the lead. Well, I hope that doesn't frustrate anybody and y'all start leaving because, you know, the good racing is yet to come. This is just a big field. It's just a little hiccup here. They'll get it straightened out, and we're going to be back to green flag racing here in a minute. So don't go anywhere. It's going to be good. Those guys that did have to go to pit road, Lance Marsh, he's coming off pit road now. Sawyer Ott, Chris Ackers, and Gregory Thompson still sitting on pit road. Those guys did get caught up in it, I guess, and I think maybe they're just trying to get some of the damage fixed. It may not be that bad, and saving that reset for later on in the race. You know, you just never know. You might have to go back to that if you get caught up in something else. Sawyer Ott does make it off of pit road, but he will be scored a lap down. But we still have not seen Chris Ackers or Gregory Thompson. There, Chris Ackers is away. But he won't make it off in time. He'll have to follow the back of the field here in behind these guys. Chris Ackers. His car doesn't appear to be that bad. I'm not sure if he did reuse a reset there or not. Sawyer Ott looks like he did. Some of these other guys that did get damage. Gary Champion, he's now coming off pit road. Jeff Yastrzemski. So yeah, there's a few guys that did get some damage there, and I think they're trying to fix it up. But here we go, back to green, folks. They're all doubled up here. Lights are out on the pace car. We're ready to go back green flag racing. Yeah, Talladega style. I don't know if you guys have been watching the weather or not, but boy, they're fixing to get hit by that Hurricane Nate is coming on shore. And it's going to be coming right up through where I live here in Tennessee, so in the next day or so. And we're supposed to have like 40, 45 mile an hour winds, a lot of rain. So, gosh, just keep all those folks in Alabama in your thoughts and prayers for tonight and tomorrow, because I guess that's where they're going to really get hammered tonight and tomorrow, I guess. We're already starting to get a little bit of the rain. Raymond Reitnor, David Anderson on the front row. David was our pole setter, but he never actually did get the lead the first lap of the race. Been all Raymond Reitnor out front. Gregory Thompson is still not off of pit road. All right, here we go. We had a lot of guys that did pit, but a lot of the guys up front that did not pit. About the front 12 did not pit. Here we go, folks. Pace cars in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's a green. Back up underway here, folks, at Talladega. Let's see if these guys do a little better this time. Anderson got a pretty good run on that outside, getting a little push there from the number 88 of Mark Jorgensen. But it's not going to be enough. That inside line's going to prevail. Justin Levine right up under Raymond Reitnor, giving him a shove. There he goes to the outside. He says, no, wait a minute. That outside line is faster. And I see more in the outside line now. Oh, there they go again. They're going to spin it out again. Ouch. That's going to be a big one, folks. That's going to be a big one. Zachary Hale caught up into that. Oh, my. We got a bunch of them caught up into that, folks. Let's go back and take a look here and see if we can figure out what happened on this. Boy, guys have got to settle down a little bit here or something. It's way too early for getting that bumper hook. One of the key factors is holding your line, and that's a very, very important thing. Right here is where guys start getting a little itchy, and it looks like the 88 comes down the hill. And there he goes. He's going to hook him and puts him right into the wall, folks, of number 142. Going to get hooked. Oh, boy, Zachary Hale, he gets put into the wall. We've got a lot of them. Aaron Cummings is going to eventually get caught up into this. He's trying to figure out where to go to get away from it, and there's just going to be nowhere to go. And he just pile drives the double O there of Dwayne Cooper. Ouch. So there we go, folks. Boy, a lot of cars going to be tore up into this. David Anderson was our pole sitter. He's tore up. Good night. Well, I'll tell you what, there's going to be a lot of people sitting on pit road now. A lot of people, because some people already used a reset. Some people still have a reset to use, but a lot of them are going to have to use them now. Justin Levine will be our leader. I'm not even going to interview anybody yet because I don't think anybody's going to have anything good to say right now. That's I don't think we've even turned a green flag lap yet, technically. But let's take a look here real quick. Well, yeah, caution number 2 for 4 laps. Well, I guess we did turn maybe 1 or 2 green flag laps, but they'll get it figured out. We're going to see some good racing here, I can assure you. These guys are way better than this. I know that I was here last season with them, and man, I'll tell you what, these guys know how to drive these cars. They've got some new guys out here that could throw a little bit of a monkey wrench in it. That, you know, some of these guys are not familiar how to drive around other of their members, and some veterans out here that are not sure how to drive around the new folks. So a lot of that can come into play. We'll get it figured out. Yeah, it's not what you want to do. Got a lot of guys out of the race now. Well, I think a lot of drivers are confused right now, just kind of trying to figure out what's going on. Jim Peterson's now coming from 24th up to 4th. A lot of the guys in the back are coming up to the front, and he's running the sponsor car here tonight for Homes Now. Very good. All right, a brand new leader again. Looks like Daniel Holloway is going to be the leader. Justin Levine will be starting second. Raymond Reitnord third. Earl Arts fourth. And Jim Peterson now fifth. We're still waiting for the them to get the one to go here, folks. They'll get lined up. Double file restart here. We're going to get this back underway here, folks. Just be patient. This will be some good racing once they get it all sorted out. We got a few cars now that are one or more laps down. Chris Ackers, Dwayne Cooper, R.D. Peterson, 1 lap down. Aaron Cummings still sitting on pit road. He said he had about 7 minutes of damage. So that's going to hurt. Daniel Harrington, 2 laps down. And Gregory Thompson, he is still sitting on pit road. He's never returned to the track. So not sure exactly what's going on with Gregory. So Justin Levine does retake the lead here. All right, lights are out. We all know what that means. They're going to be going green next time by, folks. They're restarting on lap 10. They got a long ways to go. Yes, James, that's what we're hoping for. Third time could be the charm. That's what we're hoping for. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to see some green flag action going on out here. I want to see some green flag, not that yellow flag. It looks like Aaron Cummings has returned to the track. He'll be back in 29th, a couple of laps down. I'm not sure if he got all the damage fixed, but he's catching up to the rear of the field here. Take a look at his car. And it looks like it's not too bad a shape. He said he'd already used his reset on that first accident. I talked to him. He stepped into the booth here real quick and asked him what happened, and he said he just no place to go, just got caught up in it, but he used his reset on the first accident, so now he's got damage. He got some of it fixed up enough to get back out. Here we go. Pace car's in. Long ways around to the start finish line.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green. Now let's see if we can get a little better start this time. I think they'll be all right now. I think they've got it sorted out. I think everybody's I think they've kind of got their chicken screens on right now. Everybody's kind of a little bit leery of what's going to happen next, so they're kind of They're kind of making sure that something does not happen now. All right, Peterson 5th, Rodney Wooford in 6th place. Looks like Rodney got some of that blinking fixed. Marty Ray in 10th or 11th. And already looking like they're trying to go 3 wide up front here. I'm not sure. 3 wide. Oh boy, this is really early for this kind of racing, but he got a pretty good run on that outside. Looks like Scott Sanderson up there on the high side now. Maybe looking for a little bit of help there from Jeff Yastrzemski, but Yastrzemski's going to drop it down to the bottom there behind Jim Peterson. And I think they do have it sorted out here pretty decent. Lance Marsh trying to hang on to that draft right now. He's got David Anderson right behind him. David's got the old donut on the door there. So there may have been a little more contact there on that start. Dana Osborne, 15th. These cars are a blast to drive. I'll tell you, they got a lot of horsepower. You can see the speeds are absolutely atrocious, man. 206, 207 there on the straightaway. That's faster than the Gen 6 cars. That'd be fun to put these out on the track with the Gen 6 cars, wouldn't it? See who could be the fastest. David Anderson, our pole sitter. Still got a little bit of damage on the car, but he's running okay for right now. He's got Sawyer Ott giving him a little push there, trying to keep him up there with that front group. There's a car right there, Matthew. Is that Matthew's car I was looking at? Yeah, Matthew's car. That's a sharp-looking car there, kind of like rainbow colors. That's pretty awesome. Love that car. Nice job on the paint there, Matthew. Great job. And they're 3 wide up front, folks. Oh my gosh, look at this. Paul Servant. Wow, these guys, man, they like that 3 wide stuff, don't they? I guess nobody's scared. Dane Osborne up on the high side. Well, they do draft so good, but they are, boy, I'll tell you, a handful in that arrow. You get a lot of arrow push. A 33, Jeff Yastrzemski, drops down into that second row. And the left Dane Osborne hanging up there by himself temporarily. But these guys, boy, a lot of shuffling going on. Man, Yastrzemski, he's trying to get by some guys. He's following right behind Mark Jorgensen. And that door's about to get shut on him. He's not going to be able to get down in there if he's not careful. Takes it clear down to the bottom. Leaves Jorgensen up on the high side now. Boy, these guys are racing it up really hard. Paul Servant continues to march forward. Coming from 19th place up to 6th. That's a heck of a good move right there. I'm not sure if he's the biggest mover, but he's one of them. All right, back in the field here, the Travis Stewart and Roger Stewart. They are father and son. They're racing together here. Looks like they got a pretty good draft going on. Coming up on Gary Champion. And it looks like they're going to drive by. Some of these guys may have some minor damages on their cars. I'm not really sure why they're not quite as fast as they were at the beginning of the race. But these guys are 9.5 seconds behind that lead pack. The last one up here is Rick Sybrands, which he actually, oh, what the heck happened there? Holloway. Okay, never mind. Must have been a lap car or something I've seen there. Wow, these guys are changing it up here. Man, this is getting exciting up here now. See, these are the core group up here, folks. These guys race around each other a lot. Last season champion Bobby Tinch in 9th. Well, let's ride along with Bobby Tinch here just to see what it's like out here as these guys are racing it up. A lot of jumbling around right here. Tom LaBar way up the hill, going to lose a bunch of positions. The 29, Matthew Welzenbach. Back here in 12. Falling right in behind Jim Peterson. Jim trying to get that run on the outside. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's getting pretty edgy up here right now. Look at this outside line trying to move. A little bump going on there on Rodney Wooford. That's something you don't want to do in the turns. Guys, you see him kind of back off a little bit in the turns. That's some pretty good stuff. Wooford trying to get the lead here. It looks like he's going to lead again. He led to one lap earlier, and he's going to grab another one. He's getting a huge push here from Mark Jorgensen. And this is where they got to be extremely careful, folks, in the turns. You don't want to be pushing. Wooford to the lead. He can drop down, but I don't think he wants to. He wants to stay up there right now. Scott Sanderson trying to get by on the outside, trying to go 3 wide. Here comes the inside line back. That's some close racing right there, folks. At the line, Justin Levine. No, Rod. I'm not sure. No, Justin Levine led that lap. Wow, that's some good racing going on. Way back to Jim Peterson getting shuffled back to 9th now. Welzenbach in 12th. Yastrzemski, he's back in 13th. The field's starting to get split up a little bit now. Dana Osborne and Tom LaBar working together. David Anderson, our pole setter, with a little damage on the left front there. He actually got collected into that accident. Sawyer Ott with him. Lance Marsh trying to hang on to the draft. And then it falls way back here to Eric Kanakas, I believe that's how you say that. Kanakas. Does that look right, Kanakas? Hey, boss man, how you doing? Cybrand's in 20th. These guys are well off the pace. Another group back here, 18 seconds back, 19 seconds. Daniel Holloway, Gary Champion, Roger Stewart, and Travis Stewart. Now that's the last of the lap cars. Now 1 lap down, Artie Peterson is mired into this group here, folks, in the number 1 car. He's up here with the lead pack. Chris Ackers, he's in the pack back here. Dwayne Cooper, 27th, couple of laps down. Daniel Harrington by himself. And Aaron Cummings still trying to get damage fixed up as the leaders go by. A lot going on up here. Wooford back to the lead. There you go. There's a sight. Look at that. Tell me that ain't some fun pack racing right there. The exhilaration level right there, folks, is just off the chain. These guys are going to drop down in front of Justin Levine, take up 1-2. A great push by Mark Jorgensen. Mark, he is one of the winning drivers here. They see him in victory lane a lot. These guys have told me many times. And boy, he's getting a little shovey and a little pushy there on Rodney Wooford right now. way back to Dana Osborne, last one in that group. This is the lead pack. Raymond Reitnor, now he led 4 laps earlier. Here he finds himself back in 10th. Lots of racing to go, though. They'll probably be coming up on pit stops here, I would say within the next 10 laps, because they got them couple cautions in there, which really kind of threw that off. But we still have some drivers that have not been to pit road yet. Yeah, Justin Levine, Earl Arts, Jim Peterson. These guys have not been to pit road. Raymond Reitnor, Zachary Hale. Just a few of them there that have not been to pit road. Zachary actually hanging on in 14th. He kind of got shuffled away from his teammates there. He had a couple of them that got caught up into that. Gary Champion, I know, is one of them. Holloway, he is way back. Let's see who's one of his other teammates here. And Justin Levine. Now, Justin's up front. Justin's in 3rd. Those guys are all teammates. Justin Levine, Zach Hale, Daniel Holloway, and Gary Champion. Gary is way back in 22nd. You see, they all run look-alike paint jobs. So that does make it, where they're teammates. Pretty cool. He's following right in behind his other teammate here, Daniel Holloway. So we got 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Dana Osborne. Still plugging away on that high side, looking for some help to try to get a run to get back up to the front. Wow, that was close right there. Matthew Welzenbach come right up through. We got some guys coming to pit road. They're peeling off here, folks. Oh, those were lap cars, I'm assuming. Yeah, some of them guys may not have pitted on that last one. Jim Peterson, he is giving up that. He's coming in. Raymond Reitnor, Justin Levine, these guys coming in. Green flag pit stops underway here, folks, so they are happening as we speak. All right, Peterson's away, Levine's away, Reitnor's away. All right, they'll get caught back up together. Rodney Wooford still in the lead. We're probably going to see another bunch come into pit road here shortly. Some good racing up here now. I told you they'd get it sorted out. See, you just got to be patient. Things like that do happen when you start throwing new guys in with veterans. Things like that do happen. And not saying that I'm not pointing the finger at either. Although Wooford gets hooked by Mark Jorgensen. No caution. He keeps it off the wall, gets it back going. Wow. Scott Sanderson drops it right down in front of Matthew Welzenbach. Well, that made Jorgensen have to check up a little bit. All right, Earl Arts coming to pit road by himself. Not what you want to do by yourself. Sanderson leads his first lap of the race. Oh, and a little blinking going on by him. I can't stay on him. That's probably making Welzenbach a little bit nervous up there with Sanderson blinking like that. And they're going 3 wide again up here, folks. Look at this. This is, oh my. These guys all bidding for that top spot. Jeff Yastrzemski takes the lead. This is the first time he's been to the front. And he's coming to pit road. May have some teammates coming in there with him. Some dancing partners, some guys to go out there and help you work together. Scott Sanderson and Paul Servant. Paul, another great racer here, has won a few times from what I understand. And now Welzenbach back to the front. Dana Osborne gets a good run on the outside there, being pushed by Mark Jorgensen. They're coming up on some lap traffic. Looks like the lap traffic's going to get out of the way. Jim Peterson and a few of the other guys, they've been on pit road. Wow, these guys are really pushing the envelope right now. Now, these guys have been on pit road a couple of times throughout them cautions. So,
Caution somewhere.
oh, we have a caution, folks. Let's go see where it's at. Yastrzemski. I'm not sure if that's what happened here. Let's go see. No, he ain't the one that brought the caution out. That might have been Earl Arts. Maybe. Let's go. And I got the hiccups. What the heck's going on with that? I'm not sure why it's doing that. We've had trouble with this before, but yeah, but caution is out. I don't know where it's at, folks. I don't have a clue. Well, I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm going to try something here. Nope, it ain't going to work. Doggone it. That ain't going to work. Sorry about that. That messed it up. Sorry. I was trying something there and it wasn't going to work. Well, looks like it might have been Zachary Hale that was caught up into that, but it's too far back for me to go find. But caution out. This makes caution number 3, I do believe. Yes, caution number 3. Bill gets caught up to the pace car. And this probably was a good time for that to come out because a lot of these guys did need to pit. But the bad thing about this is it trapped a lot of guys a lap down because we've seen a lot of guys come to pit road already. Justin Levine, Raymond Reitnor, Jim Peterson, Artie Peterson, Jeff Yastrzemski, Tom Labar, Chris Ackers, Rodney Wooford, Dwayne Cooper, all these guys one lap down. Man, that's a bummer. Well, they'll be able to get back out there, but they're going to be ahead of the leaders. They should get the wave by, the iRacing wave by. We'll probably see a lot of them back on the lead lap here. Like Dane Osborne has done service to his vehicle and he's back out there on the track. Well, we haven't had a chance to talk to anybody, but you know, I'm kind of thinking here maybe let me find if I can find him here. And we'll try to get a word in with Lance. Lance Marsh, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Lance, boy, you got through them first couple of cautions there at the beginning. Now you're up to 10th place. What do you got for these guys? And, man, what can you do to try to get these guys to calm down a little bit and hold their line?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just going to try to ride out the storms and try to be there for the last 20 laps, try to give them something for the end.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been kind of bittersweet out here today. You know, it's kind of trapped a lot of guys a lap down, guys that were up there running in the front because this caution trapped them down. But you were lucky you stayed on the lead lap, and you've only lost 3 places since the drop of the green flag, the first green flag. And it's been some tough racing out there. How difficult is it to pass?
It's always difficult racing with these guys. I was pretty shocked by them first 2 cautions. That's kind of abnormal, but
Yeah.
things happen.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm just kind of throwing this out there. I'm not, you know, putting the blame on anybody, but you know, you guys veterans here, and then you're racing with new guys. The new guys are racing with you. You've never raced with each other. Probably going to take 3 or 4 races of racing together, so you know how each other races. You know, and everybody will kind of slow down a little bit now and see maybe that aggressiveness will kind of drop out a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, most definitely, and especially these cars. These you can't put much nose into anything or it spins you. So
Right.
it just takes a lot of tedious driving, and you know, like I said, the new guys got to get used to it a little bit. But once they do, it'll be good racing.
Yeah. Well, are you excited about the new season?
Oh yeah, looking forward to it. I love racing these guys. It's been fun. Last season was great, so we'll see what I give them this year.
Absolutely, Lance. Well, good luck out there, brother. Man, it's good to see you. Good to see that you've survived so far.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yes. All right, Lance, ready to try to bring it home. We got a brand new leader, Paul Servant, going to be up front. Led his first lap of the race there. He started in 19th place, and now he is in the lead. It looks like Dwayne Cooper took his car behind the wall. Interesting. One non-survivor of the race there. That's the only one that's actually taken his car behind the wall. Gregory Thompson is still sitting on pit road, but he has not returned to the track. He didn't even never even completed a lap. He was caught up in the very first accident and has not returned to the track. Never completed a lap. That's a bummer. I hate that when I never even completed a lap. You know, Rodney Wooford gets the way by. So he'll be back on the lead lap. He actually got the iRacing way by. The rest of these guys, they're getting caught up. So we're going to wind up with 24 drivers back on the lead lap. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard somebody's engine let go. I'm thinking that might have been Zachary Hales while he was sitting on pit road. Or it might have been Dwayne Cooper's too, and maybe that's why he took it behind the wall, because I know he had damage before, and I think he used his reset. And if that engine let go, you know, it doesn't take much damage on the nose of these cars to make them overheat. And I think, you know, those of you that have raced these cars before know it doesn't. There's not really a whole great big huge grill there to begin with. So if you get any damage on the front, you're kind of blocking that air. As close as these guys are running nose to tail to each other, it's just keeping the air from entering into that what little grill they have. So nose damage on these cars are definitely a no-no. All right, looks like they're doubling up. The lights are out. We're ready to go back green. You're going to be restarting on lap 35. They got to go to lap 90, folks. I know it says 100, but lap 90 is actually the official. When they come around to finish lap 90 and take lap 91, that is the official ending of the race. Now we got a couple of veterans up here in the front, Paul Servant and Mark Jorgensen. Last season's champion Bobby Tinch will be starting third. Marty Ray fourth. David Anderson fifth was our pole setter. Jim Peterson sixth. Jeff Yastrzemski in seventh. Rodney Wooford eighth. Justin Levine ninth. And Lance Marsh. That'll round out your top 10 as we get ready to go back green. Well, thank you again for joining us here, folks. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. And if it's your first time here on MaxSpeedTV, please do subscribe. You can check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com for the full schedule there of our broadcasting. We do broadcast 2 times every single night of the week. We are live here on YouTube. So, pace cars in. Paul Servant ready to get this thing back underway here, folks. They do a single car line back there, so that, in case you're wondering that, only the front 6 will be doubled up here.
Ready, green, 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 green.
There's the green. We're back underway. Takes quite a bit to get these puppies up to full speed. And Gregory Thompson does re-enter the race. Yeah, he's back in it. Good deal. He's many laps down, 31 laps down, but he is back in the race, folks. Paul Servant, Mark Jorgensen, Marty Ray getting a run. He's trying to stay on that high side. Bobby Tinch going to close that door here in a minute, and he's not going to be able to get back down. Bobby Tinch is going to go up there with him. Says, all right, we might be able to make something work up there. Oh, and Jorgensen. They're going to leave Paul Servant hanging out to dry. Wow. David Anderson, our pole sitter, he comes up behind Paul Servant, trying to give him a little bit of help there, but David's got some damage on his car, so he's not quite as that. Oh, we got a hook. Oh my, no caution? What? That was Mark Jorgensen. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who that was. Let's go back and take a look. Beans are under green. Let's see what happened here between Mark Jorgensen. It was the 142 Marty Ray. Marty Ray coming up on the outside. Oh, and he just got into the side of Mark Jorgensen just a little bit. Both of them are going to spin down off the track. Paul Servant gets damage. Ow. That was a pretty good hit right there. But boy, Mark Jorgensen never even let off the throttle. Look at that piece of driving. He comes right back up onto the track in a hole and gets it going. So, wow, what a piece of driving. Rodney Wooford back to the lead. No caution, though. That was pretty cool. Now, Rodney Wooford, another one of the good drivers here. Him, Paul Servant. These guys doing really well. Yastrzemski back in it. Justin Levine, Scott Sanderson, Jim Peterson. And in my favorite car, Matthew Welzenbach. I love that car. I want that paint job. I love that car. That rainbow colors, that's pretty, man. That's awesome. Wooford leading these guys around quite a ways back in the group here. We've got a breakaway there. Dana Osborne and a bunch of them back here. And then a third group led by Chris Ackers, Daniel Holloway, Tom LaBarre. Tom's got a heck of a following behind him. Them guys all checked up. They didn't want to get involved in that. When these guys are getting brave up here, 3 wide again. Wooford, Servant. Excuse me, it's Servant. My bad. Sorry there, Paul. It's Servant. I remember that. Justin Levine, third. This is a heck of a pack of cars right here, I'm telling you. David Anderson was our pole sitter, running in 7th. have a change for the lead. Bobby Tinch just led his first lap of the race. Him and Robert Wooford, Rodney Wooford, excuse me, battling for that lead. Wooford and Servant on the high side. Servant. Little wiggle there coming out of turn 4. Little push here by Paul Servant on Rodney Wooford just to push him out ahead a little bit. Bobby Tinch don't look too awful concerned at the moment here. Got Jeff Yastrzemski right behind him. Lap traffic, they're getting by. Marty Ray takes his car behind the wall. So that's 2 drivers out of this race, folks. Check on Aaron. Aaron is still in the battle here. Looks like he's got his car pretty much fixed up. Looks like he's running with Mark Jorgensen. Mark does have more damage on his car now after that hook there earlier. But this is where the excitement lies, right up here in the lead, folks. Tinch gets shuffled back. That's Scott Sanderson that took over the point on that bottom row. And he gets a pretty good run. Wooford just about a half a car ahead of him, though. Wooford's going to lead another lap here, I think, at the line. He does. This is where the cars make up the difference right here on the bottom in the turns. They make up quite a bit, but that top line comes alive on the straightaways, folks. It really gets a lot more power on the straightaways, that high side. Justin Levine hanging on to 7th place at the moment. Lance March. Jim Peterson in the Homes Now car, getting a little push there from Matthew Welzenbach. Really can't push too much in the corners. You got to take it very gentle. Another car pack back here. We got a lot of them in this pack here, folks. Some of them are lap down cars. Dane Osborne, Rick Sybrands, Artie Peterson, and Eric Kanakas. And then a few lap down ones there in it. Sawyer Ott, he's in that lead pack. And then back here, another pack of them. 3rd pack back. Being led by Tom Labar. They're not really that organized right now. They need to be a little more organized. Looks like they are passing up maybe Travis Stewart. Travis might be lifting a little bit here. I know Roger and him are father and son. I don't know which is which. I think Roger's the father. Travis is the son. They're passing up Aaron and Mark Jorgensen. That will put Mark a lap down. Aaron's just barely been able to hang on to the draft there behind Mark. Those two just steadily working together. Bobby Tinch to the lead. Justin Levine on the outside trying to make something happen. Wow, that's a, you got to check this out, folks. I gotta show you the inside car here. Let me see if I can do this. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Gotta check out the driver in this car. Check out the face on that, huh? Look at that. Woohoo! That's Justin Levine driving that. Very cool, very cool. These guys really go to the extremes when they paint up their cars. Good racing though. Bobby Tinch still in the lead. Justin Levine wants it. Yastrzemski tucked in behind Justin Levine. Ooh, a little bump there on the back of Justin. Kind of gave him a little shot out ahead of Bobby Tinch, and he's going to take the lead, drops down to the bottom. Oh boy, they're coming up on some lap cars. We're going to go 3 wide to get around these lap cars. Jorgensen goes another lap down. Boy, his car is just totally demolished. Not able to keep up hardly at all. Aaron Cummings just passed up Marty Ray and went into 27th. So he is picking up some positions, but he is 9 laps down, folks. But he's not giving up. Justin Levine to the lead. He's been up there for 11 laps already. He's collected some bonus points. Rodney Wooford pushing the daylights out of him right now. Up on the high side, Bobby Tinch. They pass up, looks like that was David Anderson, our pole sitter. Yeah, he just went a lap down. So these damaged cars are really showing signs of no speed right now, folks. And we are reaching the halfway mark, 50 laps. 50 down, 50 to go. Gregory Thompson is in a pack. He is many laps down here, 31 laps down, but he's got his car fixed back up, sitting on pit road, and he's ready to pick up some positions now. He should be able to pick up a couple here in about another 19 laps. He'll pick up 2 more positions. He and Dwayne Cooper and Marty Ray dropped out. We should be coming up on pit stops here pretty quick, folks. Let me look and see. I can't remember when they were on pit road last. Yeah, about, see, 30, about lap 32. So probably about another 7 or 8 laps here. They'll be coming to pit road. Brandon, are you in this league? Are you in this league, or have you broadcasted their league before? Or do you know these guys? I'm just curious. Brandon McComb. Passing up, looks like Zachary Hale going another lap down. He's back in 26th position. Still got quite a bit of damage on his car. He cannot keep it up to full speed. Yeah, Mark Jorgensen looks like he got separated from Aaron. Aaron's quite a ways back. Looks like maybe Mark Jorgensen got away from Aaron or something here. Not sure what. All right, father and son team, Travis and Roger Stewart. Two plugging away. They did really good here last season. They stuck together pretty much most of the racing. They did quite well. So good to see father and son out there. I know if I was still racing, I'd be out there loving it right now, racing with my son Aaron. That would be so much fun. Him and I used to have so much fun racing together. But I don't get to race any anymore. So, oh, you don't have iRacing. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. And they're breaking off here, folks, coming to pit road. These are the leaders. The front four coming in. Oh, no! The 33, Jeff, just... Oh, man. Got to be kidding. He just freaking plowed into them guys. Trying to find him here. Yeah, he had to tow to pit road, but boy, he did major damage there to Bobby Tinch's car. Hopefully Bobby's got a reset. Oh man, what a bummer. That was just a bad pit stop right there by Jeff Yastrzemski. Good Lord. Artie Peterson. Oh, we have a caution. How did I miss that? How come I didn't say anything? I didn't hear a word. I never heard it say caution. Okay. It had to have been when they wrecked coming to pit road right there. Oh man, what a bummer for these guys. Bobby Tinch is away, but he's going to have damage on his car. Don't look like he's going to get it fixed. Or maybe he doesn't have a reset left. I'm not sure. Well, we'll see if these guys do come to pit road. And that's a bummer. And I don't even understand why it didn't tell me there was a caution. Unless I was talking and I didn't hear it, I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of an expensive hobby, Brandon. I gotta agree with you. It is pretty expensive. Already coming to pit road. Looks like most of the leaders are coming down pit road now. Artie Peterson coming back off of pit road. All right, Matthew Welzenbach stays out. So let's see if we can maybe get a word in with Matthew. If I can find him in TeamSpeak here. There he is. Let's see if we can get a word in with Matthew here. Matthew Welzenbach, you got a copy?
Hello. How's it going?
Hey, it's going good. By the way, I love that paint job on that car. I want it.
Oh, thank you very much. This stems from a couple months ago. Getting made fun of doing something nice for my fiance. So I made a tribute paint scheme to our fearless leader, Mr. Dwayne Cooper.
Very cool. Very cool. That's awesome. Well, anyhow, you started 11th. A lot of cautions out here tonight, more than what we really kind of thought there would be. But what's it like out there? I know it's very, very difficult to pass, and trying to find somebody to work with, and stay with you is probably another key factor, right?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of team strategy going on. Us and Radical Racing, I've been a lot near, Peterson, the 58 acres and the 54. I haven't really been around Thompson in the '08, but if we all get together, we just kind of hook up and go try and plan our strategy out. I know in the last stage, I worked strategy, ended up getting a third. Now I pitted maybe a lap before the caution came out, and now I'm sitting first. I don't know if we go back green here, coming to lap 60, what's going to happen, but definitely set myself up for some decent stage points. I think that's definitely the key, especially with this being race number 1 of the new season.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been some good racing out here. I got to admit, it's it's a long race, but it's just we've seen a little bit of impatience at the very beginning, but now it seems to have been sorted out a little bit, and I think guys have got it under control now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like this car. This car here at Talladega with the setup we're running runs real nice and hooked up to the track. As long as you just take it easy. If you push it, yeah, you're going to have some issues. I think the caution there was just a pit road entry. Someone didn't anticipate pit road entry, and it ended up messing things up. Otherwise, we've had some pretty good green flag racing. I know, again, we had that caution, a little caution fest to start the race off on lap 1. We didn't really get some good green flag laps in for a little bit, but since I think the second or third caution, we've had some pretty good runs here. The green flag pit stops were going to hopefully pan out, but unfortunately they didn't. But we'll just wait and see what happens. Good thing is stage 2 is almost here, and then we'll come back in and get some fresh shoes on this 29 Dwayne Cooper Chevrolet, and we'll go from there.
Stage 2 is what, lap 60?
Yes, right when we pass going from 59 to 60, then Dwayne or myself or someone who's an admin will be throwing the caution.
Very good. All right, well, good luck out there, Matthew.
Thank you very much, sir. Glad to have you here on MaxSpeedTV. It's been a while, but glad to see you.
Yeah, well, it has been a while. I am pronouncing your name correctly, right? Welzenbach?
Yes, sir. Think like a well that you throw a penny in. Think Zen like something you would do as a Buddhist, and Bach as in the piano player. So
there you go.
Zen Bach. There you go.
Yeah, all right. Well, good luck out there, and thanks for talking with us.
Thank you, sir. I hope to talk to you at the end of the race.
Yes, sir. All right. Gonna take it. He's pretty confident about this. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's quite the investment, I gotta say. It is quite the investment to I own all the content, and it's a lot of money. But that's what I broadcast for, to earn that money to go and buy the stuff, so I have it to broadcast more races. So it kind of pays for itself roundabout, But for somebody to lay out the money, I don't really know what it would cost you to go buy. You don't have to buy everything. You can buy whatever cars and tracks you think you'd ever want to run, and you probably wouldn't have as much invested into it. Now, you'd have to probably buy a wheel. I know there is some guys that race with mice, with their mouse, or they use controllers, but gosh, I don't know, man. I don't think I'd want to race around somebody like that, because it's not the same as having a wheel, and pedals. So to invest in wheel and pedals, you're probably talking about at least like $200 or $250. And of course, iRacing, I believe, is $90 a year or something like that. And then, of course, your cars are usually like around $12 or $13 per car. And tracks are usually like about $14 per track. So, but like I said, you don't need to buy it all. You just need to buy what cars and tracks that you want. You get a lot of free content that comes with it. Some cars and tracks that come with it. So. All right, well, we're ready to go back green here, folks. It's going to be a pretty good start here, and then we've got 20 cars still on the lead lap. Bobby Tinch going to be taking up the rear of the field in 20th. He just come off pit road. I think he was trying to get more damage fixed up. He'll probably about catch up to them when they get the green. Yastrzemski's still sitting on pit road. Scott Sanderson, another one taking his car behind the wall. So that's 3 drivers out of the race. Yastrzemski back out on the track. Gonna try it, see if that car will be able to make it. Looks like he may still have a little bit of rear damage there where he did get hit, but he might be all right. He's gonna have to hustle because they're coming around to get the green. Here we go, folks. Pace car's in. Matthew gonna bring him around to the line here. The next stage will be coming out here just a couple of minutes. That was the first one there we seen on lap 30. That was the first stage. I forgot that they do stages here. The next stage will be on lap 60.
Ready,
So
green, 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 green.
in 2 laps, they'll be throwing the green. Wooford, boy, with a good start. Welzenbach did not go. It's a good run. Wooford did not come down in front of him. He didn't have any help. Welzenbach going to take over the lead. Wooford second. Paul Servant back into third. Uh-oh, a little bit of shuffling here. Welzenbach trying to hold on to that lead. Rodney Wooford back around. He took it to the outside. Him and Paul Servant. Servant. My bad. Servant. Wooford leads yet another lap here. Now the next time by, I do believe they will throw a caution. And that will be the second stage, and everybody's trying to get this stage win. Matthew with a little bit of a lead over Rodney right now. I don't know who's going to be there for the stage win, but we're going to find out here in just a minute as they get ready to cross the line. They will get the yellow flag, and that will signify stage 2 complete. Welzenbach, half a fender lead over Rodney Wooford. Wooford to the lead. I don't know who's going to get it at the line here, folks. It's a drag race. Wooford gets that. He wins that stage. Wow, good racing. All right, they got to go clear around, catch up to the pace car now. So stage 2 complete. Rodney Wooford, congratulations to him for winning stage 2. What a driver, I'll tell you, Rodney Wooford, great driver. He's done an outstanding job today keeping it up here in the front. And right now he has the most laps led with 19. Closest one to him is Justin Levine with 11. Make that 20 Rodney's led. We're still trying to catch up to the pace car here. There we go. I think we're catching up now. Back of the field all gets caught up. Now I think we're going to probably see pretty much everybody come to Pear Road because they're going to want to at least top off that tank of fuel. Probably change 4 tires, being they are under caution. Track position's not quite as important right now. Excuse me, but it will be. As I figured, pretty much most everybody did come to pit road, but we did have a couple that did stay out. Raymond Reitnor and David Anderson. Now, David was our pole setter. He still has a little bit of damage on that car. Let me get down here a little closer and see if we can see how much. He may have used his reset. He may have used his reset. I believe he did. Yes, he did. That was smart, saving it to this late in the race. So he's back in contention here, folks. Yeah, that was our pole setter. Great job. Great job. All right, well, while they're under caution, let me see if we can see if I can get Rodney up here real quick. Rodney Wooford, you got a copy?
Yes, I got you.
Rodney, you've been pretty strong here today, and a lot of competition. The competition's really been hard to pass, but you've been able to do it with, look like Paul Servant hooking up with you. You two marched straight past that outside line, so you are able to pass, but is it really that hard? Do you need 4 or 5 cars up there on the top to do it?
If you got a good group, good strong 2 people like Paul, Mark, and numerous other people, you don't need it. The biggest deal and fear is the cars below you, the cars around you that are moving a lot. Tonight's been a bad trend of left-right a lot, so you can't get as much side draft to engage the pass and make the pass work. But when you can, it works pretty good. I mean, it works as usual, flawless.
Right. Well, we've been watching you guys, and it seems like, the passing is there. It's just that I think everybody's a little bit on the gun-shy side right now because of the cautions there at the beginning of the race. I think there was a lot of gun-shy people out there.
Yeah, definitely is a lot of gun-shy, like you said. Some people are just pretty much gun-shy, like you said, not knowing their surroundings and not doing what should be done with the people around them, side by side, door by door. It's super speedways, Talladega, and these noses, they're pointed. So you get on that car behind you, the third car in line pushing, it's just going to turn the guy. So you definitely don't want to be doing that. Just got to loosen up and run a nice smooth line. You'll be doing good.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you've been doing really well. You got the most laps led right now with 20. The closest guy to you is Justin Levine. He's led 11, but he's back in 8th. Now, you don't have any damage on your car, but have you used the reset?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We're running fine under caution, and someone, it looks intentionally wrecking you, but you never know. I haven't got to watch the replay yet, but no, we don't have the reset. It's one unfortunate thing that's been on my side is getting pummeled and knocked out early.
Well, you're probably going to have about 25 to go here to take it to lap 90. Now with the green-white checkers, if a caution would come out, it's going to be a drag race here to see who can actually come home with the win here. But I'm understanding lap 90 will be, when you guys take lap 91, the race is over, correct?
Correct, yep. Lap 91 will be the end of the race.
Okay.
But if the caution comes out before that, we will have an attempt at a green-white checker.
Roger that. All right, well, good luck out there, Rodney, and nice talking to you. And, man, we wish you all the best out there. Hopefully we'll see you on the podium.
All right, thank you, bud. We're going to go out there and give her hell.
Yes, sir. Good luck. All right. Raymond Reitnor, David Anderson, Rodney Wooford, Paul Servant, and Rick Stybrands. That's your top 5. You should be getting the one to go right here, folks. So we'll be restarting, I believe, on lap 65. So that's only going to leave them 25 laps to go, regardless of what that says up there. But if a caution comes out there with it close to the end, then they will restart. When it comes, if it comes out just before lap 90, we will attempt a green-white checkered. Dwayne is there. He's all ready to throw the caution if something like that does happen. And then they'll get it restarted. All right, Jeff Yastrzemski takes his car behind the wall, so that's another one out of the race. Zach Hale is still sitting on pit road. Okay, he's away now. He's trying to get caught up here. Aaron Cummings just now coming off of pit road. These two both 6 and 7 laps down, I guess, but they're about to pick up a couple more position, or another position here. Mark Jorgensen, 23rd position. Looks like he has used his reset now. Car is fixed and he's ready to go racing. Daniel Harrington just ahead of him. So everybody's ready for this race here. I think they're ready to get this thing over. It's been a pretty rough night on the guys, I've got to say, man. This is not the normal kind of racing that we see from these guys. These guys are way better than that, you know. So, and I know that from last season. Boy, they put on some great shows. But this is caution number 5. Now, a couple of those were stage cautions, folks. So on lap 30, they threw the caution. Lap 60, they threw the caution. So actually only 3 cautions, but 2 of them happened in the first 5 laps. So first 7 laps. All right, pace car's in. Raymond Reitnor bringing him to the line on the outside. David Anderson was our pole sitter for tonight's race. He's ready to, he's got his car fixed up pretty good, and he's ready to bring this thing home.
Ready, green, 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 green.
There's the green. A little bit of a slow start there for David, but Paul Servant gives him a little shove. Comes the inside line, fighting back. Raymond Reitnor, Rodney Wooford. Oh, Servant down the hill. He's going to come in there. Wow, I can't believe he just did that. He just horned his way right in there between him and Rick Sybrands. Wow. Needed a shoehorn to get in there, but Paul Servant did it. Well, folks, we're going to do a little crank it up here before this thing gets too far. How about that? That's pretty intense racing right there, boy. I'll tell you what, them some high speeds. Servant goes to the outside. Wants to stay with Rodney Wooford, it looks like. But Raymond Reitnor is up front now. He's trying to hold on to that. Artie Peterson up there as well, just ahead of Rodney Wooford. And they're 3 wide back here, folks. Holy smokes, look at that 3 wide stuff that's going on. Justin Levine. We got Eric Panakas. running in 9th after starting 25th, folks. Look at this, up to 7th. He's coming alive here in the late runnings. He's kept his car fairly clean tonight, and that's what you got to do. It's all about surviving out here. Cars are really wiggly. All the way to the lead. And not by just a little, but by a lot, bringing his teammate Justin Levine right along with him. Mark Jorgensen trying to get back on the lead lap here the old-fashioned way, pulling down there, trying to get some side draft. If he can get ahead of those two, he would be back on the lead lap. But boy, they're not giving him a whole lot of room. He's trying to get down there and get some side draft off of them, but he needs a little help from behind, and it looks like the number 1 there, Artie Peterson's going to come up behind him and give him a hand. If Mark could just get back on the lead lap, things could be a whole lot different for him. He'd be back in contention. This is quite the pack of cars here, folks. And up on the high side, Jim Peterson. Looks like he's working with the, that's the lap down car there of Gregory Thompson. Gregory, many laps down, 29 to be exact. He's looking to pick up a few more positions here in a few more laps. Coming up on, looks like that's Aaron Cummings. He's going to go another lap down. But he has picked up a lot of positions since he got wrecked out there. He's back in 25th, which he could have been about 30th. So just by staying out there on the track, picking up positions, picked about 5 positions up. All the way. Levine. Mark Jorgensen he is still trying to get back on that lead lap. Now he's getting a big shove here from Rodney Woodford. I don't know if Rodney can get him up there and he might be able to get in front of those two, Levine and Holloway. If he can get in front of them, then he is back on the lead lap and maybe there to stay, and then he could be hoping for a caution. We got 30 to go. Actually, only 20 to go, folks. Only 20. And these guys know the clock's ticking, time's running out. Artie Peterson gets shuffled back to 10th place, but coming from 28th, that's a pretty good run. Almost started dead last on the field. Zachary Hale, nowhere near up to full speed right now. Looks like about the best he's getting is about maybe 165, somewhere along in there. Aaron Cummings about the same, 162, 163, so those guys well off of the pace. Daniel Harrington, he is in with this group, but he's in 23rd, 1 lap down, and Jorgensen up ahead of him would get the wave by. If a car should come out right now, he would be the wave by. Well, it's been good racing, I can say that, because we started out with 30 drivers, and we still have 26 in the race. So that's pretty awesome. We're technically only having 3 cautions, because 2 of them were stage cautions. Crystal, I think we're turning you into a race fan. Yeah. Turning you into a race fan, girl. Well, thank you for staying with us all there, folks. Many of you that have stuck around, that's pretty cool. And we're getting down to the wire here. They're going to wrap this up here in about another 17 laps. Jorgensen does have a little bit of a head on the leader here, Daniel Holloway, but he still can't get in front of him. He just needs a little more push there from Rodney Woodford. And Rodney's got to watch he doesn't overheat that car. If he overheats it and that motor lets go, then he is out of contention here. Dana Osborne in 5th. little bit of a break back here to Artie Peterson and Earl Arts. Raymond Reitnor gets shuffled back to 8th. David Anderson in 10th. Tom LeBar. Now Tom's moving forward. Started 27th on the field. And he's passing them up on the outside. Look at this here. A little bit of help from the number 66 of Bobby Tinch. Bobby, you saved that reset for the end of the race. And man, he's out there running now. Doing good. They pass up Aaron Cummings, putting him another lap down. And it looks like Aaron will pick up another position. He does. He gets by Zachary Hale. Aaron just went into 24th. Zachary's back on pit road. Well, I preach that. I know a lot of you hear me preaching that. Never give up. Well, that just gave Aaron, he picked up 6 positions just by staying out there. First race he's ran with these guys, and first race of the season. There's a lot of season to go here. Things can happen. Things can change. Never know. Justin Levine 2nd, Rodney Wooford 3rd, Dane Osborne 4th, and Paul Servant 5th. All right, about 14 to go here, folks. Wooford to the lead. Boy, he's got Mark Jorgensen out there. If they could drop down now, they would have the point. I think Rodney kind of cooled that engine off a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but man, I'm on the edge of my seat. This is some good racing going on up here right now. Dane Osborne, Paul Servant. They got 4 of them on the high side, 2 on the low side. 4 on the high side should be faster, but they're really struggling right now to get by Daniel Holloway. 2 teammates on the bottom. Boy, they're really working it hard. I hate to get off the leaders, but okay, Welsenbach back here 15th place. And behind Jim Peterson. They got the lap car there, the 08 of Gregory Thompson in between them. Gregory's, he's going to pick up a couple more positions here anyhow from Scott Sanderson and Jeff Yastrzemski. Back up front, Tom LeBar. There's probably the biggest mover out there right now, folks. He's come from 27th to 6th. I think that does officially make him the biggest mover. He's all over the back of Earl Arts right now. Earl, the unpainted car. For some reason, it just will not come through iRacing. I don't know, trading paints. I don't know what's going on with it. I think they finally gave up on Mark Jorgensen, and Rodney Wooford has dropped off, and he's dropped down to the bottom lane there. Uh-oh, oh no!
Somewhere, caution.
Ernie Arts getting hooked there. Oh no, let's go see what happened here. That was looked like a big bump right there. I'm not sure whose fault that was or what happened. Oh, looks like me. Oh, he just got. Oh, man. He may have got a bumper hook off of Mark Jorgensen right there. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. Everybody else luckily drove by. I don't see anybody else that got caught up in it. So, Earl Arts race may be over, folks. All right. Back up here to the front. Holloway, Levine, Wooford, Osborne, and LaBar now into 5th. Which could be the last caution of the race here, folks. They've got 10 to go right now. But it's got to finish under green. If it doesn't, they will throw the caution and they will go to a green-white checkered. They can do 2 of them before they reach lap 100. So, yeah, it was some major net coding there. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Well, I don't know if we're going to see anybody come to pit road or not here. I'm going to say probably not. The leaders were probably not going to come to pit road. But it looks like Mark Jorgensen is going to get the wave by. He should be the wave by. Yeah, he'll get his lap back. So he'll be back on the lead lap here, folks. Tail end of the lead lap. Earl Arts using his reset. He'll be back out there. And we do have a few of them that are coming to pit road here. Some of them want to get fresh tires. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. The leaders don't want to give up that track position. So, well, let's see if we can get a word in with one more person here before this race is over. Gary Champion, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4.
Well, Gary, boy, it was a rough road there at the beginning, but you're back up front here now inside the top 10 and almost up there with your teammates.
Yes, sir. I've been riding around the back, playing it safe. Figured this caution would be coming out. Usually does.
Well, we're hoping that this thing finishes under green, but I'm sure you're going to work your way up there and try to get up there with your teammates. But, boy, it's been very, very difficult to pass out here tonight. Have you figured out any little tricks or anything that you could share with us to how you can get to the front?
If I get hooked up with the teammates, yeah, I think we can make some moves. We push real good together without wrecking each other. We can get real tight and probably take the high line, make some moves. As long as I get with the teammates.
Well, we were watching that replay, and that looked like some major net coding there with Earl Arts. So I don't really know exactly. It looked like he might have. It almost looked like he got bumper hooked off of Mark Jorgensen, but they weren't even close to one another. So it's one of them deals, I guess. But Gary, good luck out there, man. It's difficult to pass. Just get hooked up with your teammates and see if you can maybe run 1, 2, 3.
We're gonna try it. Y'all keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, we'll see what they can do from Excalibur Racing. The only one that's not in that group right there is Zachary Hale, and he's on pit road. So the only one of that teammates that did not make it in, but the front two are leading here, all in Excalibur 2, Daniel Holloway and Justin Levine. Levine's had a pretty rough ride to get there, too. I don't know if I can maybe talk to him or not. Let me see if I can. Justin Levine, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Justin, it's been a long, hard-fought road to get where you're at right now. Man, I'll tell you what, you've made it through a couple of really bad wrecks there and some cautions, but you've managed to keep it up here with Daniel now. Can you bring it home 1-2?
I hope so. If not, I hope at least one of us wins. We're definitely going to race it hard. It's teammates, so we definitely going to root for each other.
Well, you got about
and see what happens.
You got about 3 or 4 guys right behind you that are saying different.
Oh yeah, I know they are. Definitely going to be a fun finish here.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck out there, Justin. Bring it home, brother.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good. All right. Oh, Gregory Thompson picks up one more position there from Scott Sanderson. Now, he will be able to pick up one more. In 5 more laps, he'll pass up Jeff Yastrzemski. So he'll finish 26th today. Now, if this does go green-white checkered, he may even be able to pick up another one. Well, it looks like we may have a little company here in the booth, so I got to welcome into the booth Aaron Cummings. Aaron, tell us about that race out there. Just you used your reset, you got caught up in the second time, and got damage on it. So tell us about the racing.
Well, for the short little bit that I got to race, it was pretty interesting. Seems like these guys don't like the old bumper hook, and we were showing it early in the race, but looks like everybody's settled down, so we've got some pretty good racing in here so far, so we're doing really good.
Well, if you take the stage races out of this, the stage cautions, they've only had 4 cautions, so that's really not that bad. But I know the first 2 there come in the first 7 laps, but that was unfortunate. But, well, we're ready to go back green here. They're doubling up, and we're going to have 7 laps now, or 6 at when they get the green flag. 6 laps to go. Well, for your first race, Aaron, I think you've showed you got what it takes to keep up with these guys, because these guys they're pretty good in these, and you throw in a mixture of new guys in there. It does kind of throw things off a little bit, but everybody's got to learn how to race around each other now.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Setup has a very tall 4th gear. These don't get up to speed very well, so you definitely have to watch your approach first couple laps while you're getting up to speed.
I'll tell you what, I'd like to see these cars out here with the Gen 6s, because they were actually reaching speeds well over what the Gen 6s could run. I seen 207 out here. You can't see that in the Gen 6s anymore.
Yeah, I think with the regular iRacing setup, they were a little faster, but this taller gear makes it a little different. So, and the 50% fuel load makes it really hard. So here we go back to green.
All right, 6 laps to decide this. Pace car's in. All the way in Levine on the front row. Rodney Wooford sitting there in 3rd. He has led the most laps today with 21. He'd love to lead the last one, so I don't know. Teammates they're going to be up here, and we're under green. 6 to go here, folks. I know it takes probably just about a 3/4 or maybe a full lap to get up to full speed because of that tall gear in these, but boy, once they do reach that, wow, they are really fast. Wooford separating them teammates. Look at that. Levine can't get up there with his teammate. Could change things up a little bit. Or he might have drifted back a little bit there, maybe to pick up his other teammate, Gary Champion. Gary's back in 10th. All the way in Wooford at the line. I don't know, boy, this is going to be a hard-fought battle all the way to the bitter end, Aaron. Wooford. He's going to stay up there and bring Servant with him. Oh, wow. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, Servant's like the meat in the middle of the sandwich. Wooford takes it to the bottom.
These guys are getting really slicey and dicey. We got a pair of them heading to the very upper side here, trying to make a third line work.
Oh, no, there it is.
Caution.
There's a big one. Well, I think Servant was into that. Let me catch up with him. Yeah, Paul Servant was in that.
9-car and a couple others.
Well, let's go back and take a look at this. Wow. All right, Servant's up there pushing Wooford to the lead. Wooford drops it to the bottom. Now Justin Levine's right on Servant's tail. Oh no! Right there's where it was. That was a Holloway that actually got loose and got up into Servant. Oh no!
League rules are: you cause a caution this late, you will have to park for the rest of the race.
Oh man! Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think Paul's going to have to park it here.
Well, I don't know if it was Paul or not. That's up to the admins to decide. But wow, that was almost looked to me like it might have been Holloway that come up there, but that's up to them to decide. Wooford out front. Now, I don't think we're not into the green-white checkered yet. Because they should be able to get back to green. I think they're going to probably have about 2 to go, maybe 1 or 2 to go.
As long as cautions are banned, it's probably going to be a one green flag lap, and that's going to be about it. I've got all the chat disabled. I'm not hearing what everybody's saying, so I'm not sure who's taking blame and who's assigning blame right now. But yeah, that's a unfortunate incident for whoever gets that. And like I said, league rules, you park it.
See, right now they would have 3 to go. The lights should go off the next time by, so that would be 2 to go, and then they would have a one lap shootout if it stays green.
All right, now Rodney's sitting in the catbird seat. As long as if we get the 1 to go, he may be okay. You know, if we go into overtime, it's going to be crazy.
Yep. Well, Eric Kanaka's coming from 25th to 2nd. Justin Levine, he's been hanging up here in the front now. He does not have his teammates with him. Raymond Reitnor, he is in position here. He could possibly pull out the win. Dana Osborne started 18th. He's up to 5th. David Anderson was our pole setter. He's back in 6th. Rick Cybrands started 10th today. He's in 7th. Bobby Tinch started 6th. He's running in 8th. He's been through quite a bit out there today to hang on to this top 10. Tom Labar coming coming from 27th to 9th. And Matthew Welsenbach, now I'm not sure. Let's see. I think he might be 11th. I think Chris Ackers. Yeah, Chris Ackers will be ahead of him in 10th. But he started 13th.
Yeah, Bobby's been up and down in the field. He's been in the back with me, lap down, and then he's been up on the lead lap. He's definitely played the past the car today.
Skittles, you did not have to do that. Oh man, what, you should have sponsored MaxSpeedTV instead of doing that. Hit the sponsor button. Oh man, you didn't have to do that. But thank you. Thank you. Golly, well, Justin Levine looks like he's pulling it off the track.
Maybe going down to pit, he may not have enough gas. The limited fuel kind of makes it hard to make.
Yeah.
You can't make the full 30 laps. So if he's anticipating a green-white checker here into overtime, he's probably going to be sitting good pitting because he'll need that fuel.
Well, we're going to go into overtime because the caution.
I figured we would.
Yeah, the caution lights are still on. Yep, we're going to go into overtime, so it'll be one green, white, checkered. And Holloway takes his car behind the wall. He is out of the race. We got several sitting on pit road. Zachary Hale, you of course, Artie Peterson and Paul Servant. All them guys still sitting on pit road. Holloway takes his car behind the wall. And we still got...
Here I can make mine disappear.
We still got 20 drivers on the lead lap. So that's pretty cool. Been a good race.
And Rodney's up here clutching it, shutting the motor off. I'm listening on his, and he's shutting the motor off. He's trying to save fuel. Yeah, he's up here shutting it down or clutching it, one of the two.
Yeah, he's clutching
and he's shutting it off just to be sure he's saving as much fuel, driving on the apron, everything.
Well, then we could potentially see somebody run out of fuel on this. Wow. That's how close it was going to be. Interesting. No, you didn't have to sponsor it every month. Just sponsor it 1 month. Then you get that special emoji, see? Yeah. But thank you. Thank you, Skittles. You didn't have to do that. Gosh, you're one of my moderators. That's one of the last people that should do that. But thank you. It means a lot. I'm just glad you're a big race fan now. All right, the lights are out. So now I'm assuming they're going to do this is going to be the first green, white checkered right here.
Yeah, it should be. This should be our first attempt. They'll line everybody up. Anybody that's lap down will park it. Anybody that obviously when there was 10 to go, anybody that couldn't maintain 180 had to park it, which is why I had to park. You know, it's some of the league rules that they have, so we all have to bear with it and follow.
Yep. Well, hopefully next week you'll have a better week, Aaron. It's, you know, you just got to walk away with that attitude that, you know, yeah, I didn't do well this week, but I always got next week. And it is the first race of the season. So it's not like I mean, look at you picked up 6 positions by just staying out there on the track. That's pretty good. Because you were bound to finish dead last, 30th. Well, green, white, checkered. They're going to get the green, the white, and they'll have 1 lap. Whoever can pull it out here with 1 lap, folks.
The only downside of this is he's going to throw the caution when it ends, when the leader crosses the line. So basically, anybody in behind him can't really advance any position at that point. So it's going to be you're going to have to get it out of turn 4 before you get back to the line. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get it.
Yep.
Which is kind of hard for the people behind, but here we go. Rodney leads him down, and he's waiting.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And here we go, green flag's in the air.
All right, let's see what they can do. This is going to be interesting how this is going to shake out. Tanaka's up on the high side. He's got some eager people up there that want to get by. Raymond Reitnor right there in second behind Rodney Wooford. Rodney would love to bring it home, but so would Raymond. Oh, there they are wrecking.
There we go.
That's a big one. Caution is out. This thing's not
And
saying...
there will be one more attempt.
Yep. Dang. That's a bummer. Wow. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm a big fan of that, you know, I wish iRacing would implement that. I think that would be a really cool thing. But I don't know. There could be something maybe technical why they can't. I don't know. That, yeah, you know, I'm sure someday they'll figure it out. Hopefully they do, because I think it would be great to implement that. But boy, that took out a lot of people. Welzenbach, he's out. I seen Paul Servant. I seen him upside down. Man, a lot of guys just got taken out of that. Or not Paul Servant, I'm sorry. Welzenbach.
Yeah, the 99, he looks like he got bumper hooked a little bit or got loose there and come down right into the 88, and that's what caused that right there.
Yep. Tom LaBar. Mark Jorgensen, I mean, after all the work he did to get back on the lead lap, and now he's out of the race. Yeah, it's a bummer. Well, we'll get one more attempt at it.
Yep, and the next flag will end it. Basically, if caution comes out, we're done. Man, Tom is taking his car behind the wall.
Yep. A lot of drivers out now. Boy, this last little bit here has been pretty rough on a lot of drivers.
So now Rodney's got to clutch it around. Hopefully he's got enough fuel.
No,
might want to bring him up here and ask him.
Well, I just talked to Rodney not long ago. I don't want to jinx him now. I don't want to jinx him. The MaxSpeedTV.
Have you talked to Raymond?
No, I have not. Talked to him.
You might want to ask to see if he's got enough fuel. He's driving down there on the apron with Rodney here.
Raymond Reitnor, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Raymond, are you going to be close on fuel?
No, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're just checking. Seen you riding on the apron. Can you get by that guy right ahead of you?
I'm hoping. I'm thinking he's a little late on fuel, so I'm trying not to let him save right here.
Yeah, I see that. Well, that's what we were kind of wondering too, because he's been clutching it for a while. But, well, I don't know, man. I think you guys got one more attempt here at a green-white checkered.
Yep, that's it.
Well, what are you thinking now? You're going to be starting on the outside of him. You think you can get somebody up there teaming up with you and maybe get a run on the outside of him?
I'm hoping to have my teammate behind me here, David. Hopefully he pushes me out there.
Very good. All right. Well, good luck
You're
out there.
definitely going to need a little push. You got a little bit of right front damage on you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Good luck, Raymond.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. I just, you know, right now, the way I'm looking at this, Aaron, I just don't even know who to even pick as a winner, because any one of them guys could win. We could see another pileup like we just seen, you know, and things could change so quickly. They just change at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, it's this green-white checker. It makes it for crazy racing, and we'll see what happens here.
Hey, Joe. Joe in chat there. Well, they should get one to go here, I believe. No? The lights are still on. Well, all this is burning fuel for Rodney, and boy, he's we know he's got to be kind of close on fuel. Well, I'll do what I shouldn't do, but let me drag Rodney up here if I can find him again. There he is. Rodney Wooford, you got a copy?
Yeah, I have you.
You're running a little low on fuel there, buddy?
I got plenty. I'm just being conservative.
Okay, okay. You know, you've got some guys right behind you that want that win. You think you can hold them off?
Yeah, I have to throw some big block Chevys on them. You know, keep it up front.
Yes, sir. Well, that's what it's going to take to pull out a win here tonight. Boy, I'll tell you what. There's some hungry guys right behind you.
Yeah, there is. Hopefully we can stay green or have a quick one and get it done with.
Yep. Well, this will be the last attempt, right?
Yeah, there was 2 attempts. This is the last one. I'm not too sure with how we're doing this. I'm not too kind to it right now. I feel like we could just do laps and be done with it. I'm not really digging the green white checkered so far. But we're P1. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, well, that's all that matters, right?
Yes, sir. It sure does.
All right, Rodney, bring it home, brother. Hopefully we'll be talking to you in victory lane.
All right, I sure hope so. Just going to need some help.
All right, buddy. Good luck. Wow. Oh, he does have enough fuel then.
The way he's been clutching it, it makes it look, because he
Yeah,
might have enough, but I don't know.
He could be
They wouldn't be
bluffing.
clutching it if they didn't.
He could be bluffing. Well, we'll know if he doesn't have enough if he pulls off, because if he gets a start and he runs out of fuel and he pulls off, he's done for.
Well, as long as they finish, whenever they get the actual finish, it doesn't matter what if they can't finish the final couple laps of the 100. They'll revert back to the actual called race.
Yep.
The standings at that point. They did tell us that both in drivers' meeting and reiterated before we got into the green-white checker situation as they start doubling up here. As long as you make it to the finish point, just like if they finished on lap 90 under green flag, they would throw the caution, it would finish the race.
Right.
That's the results where they finish, not at lap 100 where you run out of fuel or anything. So as long as he can make it these next couple laps, he's got it. If even if he runs out at 99, where the race would already be over.
Right. Now, what we're going to do is when they get to come around to take this final lap and they get to the virtual checkered flag, I'll just stop the frame right there so we can actually get the actual results of who finished 1, 2, 3, and then the admins can deal with it after that. All right, 1 lap to decide this if they can make it, because this is the last one. This is the last attempt at a green-white checkered right here.
Mark Jorgensen, he's taking it behind the wall, and Artie Peterson is also taking it behind the wall.
Yeah. A lot of good drivers out of this race tonight. Unbelievable. Guys that would be up there battling for this win are now out, and we still got 16 drivers on this lead lap, and all 16 of them could possibly win this. Any one of them. Not all 16, but one of them. We're going to find out here in just a minute, because they're coming around here, folks. Going to get the green flag. 1 lap. Pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
There's the green flag. Reitner got a pretty good start. He's going to get a little bit of a
Yes,
fender.
he did.
Yeah. If he can get enough of a run and get in front of Rodney Wooford, where Wooford's coming right back on the inside.
2 car, he jumps way up to the wall. He may be out of gas.
Yep. Yeah, that was Rick Sybrands He's either out of gas or almost out of gas. Might be sputtering going down the backstretch. Looks like he's done. Wooford and Reitnor on the front. All right, who's it going to be at the line? Reitnor with a little bit of a head start. They're wrecking behind him, but oh!
Caution somewhere, caution.
Oh, that brought the caution.
Reitnor was out in front. Yes, and that brought the caution, and that will be for Reitnor winning.
Yes, sir. So Reitnor, and then I'm not sure. I'm gonna rewind this back a little ways here, so we can actually get the at the line.
Looks like Bobby Tinch may have gotten second here, and poor Rodney would fall back to third here.
I'm gonna get down here where I can see a little bit better, because Reitnor's got a little lead right here coming to the line. And when they get to the line, I'll just stop it and we'll get the actual rundown of who finished where. That was a heck of a finish, though. I mean, wow. They should be coming to the line here. Second. I just want to get the official rundown here. Well, where the heck's that line at? There it is. All right, so.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure how this is going to finish, because now it's showing Earl Arts in third, so I don't know where everybody's.
Well, Tinch should get second and Rodney Wooford third. That's the way I'm seeing it here as they finished in order. I'll tell you what, the best way to find out is to get the man himself up here. Dwayne, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up, Rudy?
Can you give us the official rundown of the winner?
Yeah, it's going to be Raymond first, because that flag ended the race. So, so Raymond, Bobby Tinch, and I'll have to go back and look. I think it was Rodney, not Earl.
Yep. Yeah, Rodney. Yeah. Yep. That's the way I'm looking at it here. I have it stopped right on the finish line. So, but it went to Tinch, barely having. I mean, like about 6 inches over the line before Rodney Wooford. Man, that was a close race right there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was our second attempt at the green-white, so. So we'll go back to that the minute the yellow flag come out, and that froze the field.
Okay, so that is official then, those three?
Yes, sir, that's official, them three.
All right.
Raymond, Bobby, and Rodney in that order.
Okay, we'll get the winner up here then. Raymond Reitnor, you got a copy?
Hey, can you move me back down real quick?
Yeah, sure. Well, Raymond, tell us about that win. Boy, you and Bobby Tinch had a good run on the outside there. Man, talk about that a little bit. That was a heck of a run.
Oh yeah, he pushed the heck out of me there. Glad he stuck with me instead of hanging me out in the middle. And then we got the caution there late at the end and got lucky.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what, it was a heck of a race. It took a long time to get there. You guys had to go through 2 green-white checkers to get there, but you pulled out the win. Raymond, man, what a run, man. You started second. You were way back in the field there for quite a while. I think you were even a lap down at one time, weren't you?
No, I don't think I went a lap down.
Well, you were back in the field a ways, but you worked your way back up, and you finished and won the race here today. That's got to really feel good.
Oh yeah, definitely feels good.
Well, first race of the season, What's this going to do for you momentum wise, carrying into the rest of the season now?
Hopefully we can keep it up and get some of the other teammates some wins and just continue.
All right. Well, congratulations to you, Raymond. Anybody you want to thank for that victory?
Yeah, I thank Bobby there for pushing me. Sawyer, David, Dwayne. Dwayne, he does awesome job putting its Homes Now Cyber Racing series on, and you guys for doing a great broadcast.
Well, thank you, Raymond, and congrats. We'll see you next week, brother.
All right. Thank you.
Bobby Tinch, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Bobby, you come home second today, coming off of the championship last season, and everything you did to get here tonight. Tell me about your racing out there, because it was a difficult one.
Yeah, I start off with apologizing to Sawyer Ott and everybody else that got taken up in that first wreck. It just checked up and I didn't check up. I really apologize to them guys. But tonight was pretty adventurous. Got caught up in that and then got caught up in the pit stop wreck, but fought hard all race. My teammate, me and Tom and Daniel Harrington, we all pushed forward, and I think Tom got caught up in a wreck there, but we at one point drove from the back to the front to get us up in contention. And second, I'll take it. Long season ahead of us.
That's right. First race of the season and come home second. That's not bad. I mean, I know they always say, well, it's the first loser, but you know what? As much as you went through to get there, I think you're just about as much of a winner as that guy right ahead of you there, Raymond.
Thank you.
All right. Well,
I'd like.
Go ahead.
I just want to thank Cyber Racing and Homes Now for sponsoring this year. It's going to be a great year.
White flag, nice and smooth.
Yes, sir. I agree. I think it is going to be a good year, and you guys have done a heck of a job with the season opener here. This is pretty cool. But anybody else you want to give a thank you out to, or anybody special might be watching?
No, I don't think so tonight. Good job to you guys as usual. I love watching the races.
All right, Bobby. Well, we'll see you next week. Uh-oh, what happened here? All right, Raymond Wooford, or Rodney Wooford. I'm sorry, too many R's in there. Rodney, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, third place, man. They had a heck of a run on the outside there. Boy, I'll tell you, it looked like Bobby Tinch beat you at the line there by about maybe a couple of inches. That's how close it was. But tell me about your racing out there, and I know you wanted the win.
I mean, there's a lot of fusion going on right now. Don't know exactly, but got P3. Not bad. Wanted the win. Just I did not have the help I needed to get out there and keep my car up front. That extra lap I would have needed and had to split and do some moving and get back to the lead. I didn't have the help. It sucks. We didn't get it, but I kept the car in one piece. So it works. P3. It's not bad.
Yeah, good way to start the season out. Like I said, even though Raymond won, I think all three of you guys won because, it just was that hard fought to get there. And but you did walk away with the most laps led tonight with 31.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Probably could have had a lot more led. I feel like we were on the outside pushing Mark, which I didn't even know he was down a lap. So, I could have got him clear and got a few more laps led, which is always nice. It's a bummer not getting the win. It always is. I mean, if you're not winning, you're losing, right? So
yeah,
it's a bummer, but hey, I got to take it. We're starting off all right, starting good. We got 2 segment wins. That's good in my books.
Yes, sir. That's pretty cool. You guys get bonus points for that, don't you?
Yeah, I believe so. So I'm
awesome.
sure they got first segment, and I think I got first on the second segment. So that should be definitely a bonus going on and going on through the season.
All right, Rodney. Well, congrats again. Anybody else you want to give a thank you out to?
Yeah, I got to give you a shout out for the broadcast, and I got to give a big shout out to Homes Now jumping on board. They're spending the entire race this season and all the broadcasts. That's an awesome deal for them doing. I can't thank them enough. All you guys watching, man, give you guys a shout out. Thanks for staying tuned and watching some racing. Stay tuned. If you really want to see some racing, we're going to have to start picking it up. Can't ride in line anymore. We got to start digging.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, congrats again, and we'll see you back here next week, Rodney.
All right. Thank you, Rudy. You have a good one, bud.
Yep. All right, folks. Well, we really can't officially run down through the order here because of the way they did the race here. But the winner is Raymond Reitnor, comes home with the win tonight. Bobby Tinch second, and Rodney Wooford finishing in third. So thanks for watching tonight, folks. We appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.